Gallagher here. If you want to grow your channel quick and easy, subscribe and smash that notification bell because I share with you all the tips, tricks, and strategies that I use to grow this dead channel from 0 to thousands of subscribers and became a YouTube partner in just a matter of months. What's happening? In today's video, I thought I'd talk about business concepts and how they relate to and can help with growing and making money on YouTube. So a couple things first. I do have a degree in business administration from Central Michigan University, and as part of earning that degree, you learn quite a bit about economics, finance, tax law, contract law, accounting, marketing, and so on. And so while it is certainly not necessary to have a business degree to be successful on YouTube or for making money online or offline even, or being an entrepreneur in general, there are definitely some concepts that can be helpful. And I may even do a series of videos covering this topic and sharing with you some of the business concepts I've learned and that I've found useful in terms of growing on YouTube and making money online and even offline. And since this would be the first video of a series like that, I thought it would be best to look at a concept that would be useful for when you are starting a new channel, or even to separate yourself from your competition if you already have an established channel and are looking for ways to grow bigger. And the first concept I'll cover in this video is the concept regarding barriers to entry. And barriers to entry are simply the obstacles that either you have to overcome to enter into a marketplace like YouTube or any business, and if you can't overcome them, then those barriers are what is preventing someone from entering that business or market. And typically speaking, startup costs are a common barrier, but barriers can be anything. They can be licensing, skill, knowledge, language, etc. Anything can be a barrier. And this is really one of the main reasons why YouTube is so competitive. There are very low barriers to entry. All you need is an internet connection and some means of recording yourself, and boom, everyone's a YouTuber. And so all these wannabe YouTubers just flood the marketplace, so it's hard to get noticed at first. But there are barriers that exist inside a marketplace or business as well that can keep you from growing or expanding or being successful. For instance, anyone can be a YouTuber, as I just said, but then there are barriers to becoming a partner, like the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours are barriers to entry into the partnership program. So how can we use barriers to entry to our advantage? We can use them a few ways. We can use them by overcoming as many barriers as possible to put yourself in smaller and smaller groups with less and less competition and giving ourselves competitive advantages. You can do this by going into certain YouTube niches that have additional barriers that fewer people can overcome. So that way you're not competing against every Tom, Dick, and Harry with an internet connection. You can do this simply by putting your channel quality and content at a higher and higher level so that it creates more barriers for others to compete directly with you, and so on. Here are a couple examples. First, we'll go over how you can use financial barriers. Then we'll cover some other types of non-financial barriers. So for financial, you'll see YouTubers that obviously are using a nice gaming computer that is capable of streaming and recording in high definition or ultra high definition, and so their video quality becomes a barrier that many YouTubers can't overcome. So you gain a huge competitive advantage if you can record in higher quality, because that's what people want to watch it in. There are also a lot of car review channels, but those that can stand out are YouTubers that not only review cars, but they have a nice car of their own that they can use in videos and do modifications on and so forth, and that's a huge barrier for other YouTubers to overcome. Also, just being able to develop a relationship with dealers so they'll let you review their cars can be a barrier in itself. So people that don't have that ability to work out those deals with dealerships, they're not going to enter into your marketplace if you are able to do that, and they can't. And don't worry, if you don't have the means financially to create or overcome those barriers, as I mentioned before, there are a lot of other barriers. There are knowledge barriers, time barriers, skill barriers, location barriers, and more. So you could invest your time and efforts into learning as much as you can about ranking videos, about how YouTube works, about creating effective thumbnails, where others won't invest that time. They just won't. They're always looking for the quick button to push to make everything happen for them. And so that becomes a barrier to them. They're just lazy or they don't want to work. You may have natural talents that are barriers to other YouTubers. You could be funny. I mean, look at How To Basic. It's just a crazy channel where all they do is they put these really nice thumbnails, and then if you ever watch one of their videos, they act like they're going to show you how to do something, like how to make a giant candy cane. And then when you watch it, they end up smashing stuff and doing all sorts of craziness. And they've got 12.5 million subscribers and growing. And every video of theirs is well over 1 million. Look at this one, 8 million, some even higher. And so just by being funny and creative, they've created a barrier that a lot of other YouTubers have tried to emulate, but they just can't figure it out. Just being a girl that's willing to wear a bikini and put it on YouTube. I mean, look at all these bikini haul. These are like a new trending thing. I mean, all these YouTubers, you know, she posts this a day, over 4,000 views just because she's a girl and can wear a bikini and post it on YouTube. I can't do that. That's a barrier I'll never be able to overcome. 1.2 million subscribers, 2.7 million views on this video, 2.1 million views on this video. I mean, look at all this. These are YouTube channels that I can never compete with. If you have a certain skill, if you can draw, if you can create things, these are natural barriers that a lot of people aren't going to be able to overcome. I can't create a sword. Even if I wanted to, I don't have the equipment or the know-how. I'll never be able to get into this niche. I'll never be able to overcome those barriers, or it'd be very, very difficult for me to do so. And that's why these channels are very successful. Look at the views they're getting: 7 million, 2 million, 15 million. This single video, this YouTuber earned thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on. So whether you're just starting out, or you're struggling, or you're just wanting to take your channel to the next level, think about what you have or what you could invest your time, money, and efforts in that would put barriers in between you and just any YouTuber that has an internet connection, and you will drastically reduce the amount of competitors you have. Maybe even write down a list of things that you could do to get into different niches or advantages you have over other YouTubers that could create barriers between you and them. And so look for more of these type of videos where I share with you business concepts that I've learned and I've used in my businesses that have been very effective, and you can use them too. And with that, I'm going to wrap this up, and I will see you in the next video.